Are you still having pho and bánh mì when visiting Vietnam? You are missing out. In this episode, let us bring you around Hanoi to eat as a Vietnamese. We will be having breakfast, lunch, dinner, and supper. We promise we will not be bringing you for pho and bánh mì in this episode, but we will recommend you more of the local dishes. So let us head out for our first destination, Bánh cuốn.
At our first destination, Bánh cuốn. Let's go. Chị ơi, cho em một phần chả lẫn với lại một phần cuốn trứng nhé. Here we ordered two different kinds of bánh cuốn. We have the original one and the one with egg inside. If you're familiar with Chinese cuisine or Cantonese cuisine in particular, you'll find it somewhat familiar because it is influenced by Cantonese cuisine with a Vietnamese twist. In Cantonese cuisine, we have chi chong fan with different kind of fillings inside. You have pork, you have shrimp with soy sauce. But over here, the Vietnamese version, we have minced pork and mushroom as a filling. The skin is made from rice flour mixture that she just made over there. So she put it on a flat hot pan for a few minutes for it to cook. And then she take it out, put it in the filling, roll it up, and then chop it up like this. It also comes with some ham. Over here we have I believe this is cinnamon ham. So it does have a bit of cinnamon taste to it. It's quite interesting. And it also comes with a basket of vegetables. So how you're gonna eat this is that dip the bánh cuốn in the sauce. When you dip in the fish sauce, don't just, touch the sauce like this. Dip in all the way like this. Yum. So simple and nice. Very suitable for a breakfast dish. We also have the egg one. This is pretty interesting. I rarely eat the egg one. Very subtle taste of the egg. Interesting, but I personally prefer the original one.
Going to have some coffee.
We are going for a coffee break and we just got ourselves some salt coffee. This salt coffee has been trending in Vietnam for the past few years now. I think so. We had our first salt coffee in Da Nang and it was really good. So let's try the Hanoi version. Wow, the cream is so creamy and salty. It's like salted caramel. Not really caramel, but it's salted cream. Yeah. So good. For lunch today, we're gonna have a pork ball noodle soup dish called bún mọc. So we have them a few times in Ho Chi Minh City, but bún mọc originates from Hanoi. So this is our first time trying bún mọc in Hanoi. We are very curious and excited to see how it tastes like from its hometown. Chị ơi, có bàn 2 người không chị? Đây, ngồi đây. Cho em 2 tô thập cẩm nhé.
2 cẩm à?
Dạ vâng. Dạ, em cảm ơn. Cho em một quẩy. Anh ơi, ở đây bán đến 1 giờ rưỡi thôi hay là?
Anh bán đến 2 giờ.
2 giờ.
Bên này bán buổi sáng, còn đến buổi chiều tối mà em muốn ăn em qua 98 Trần Nhật Duật.
Trần Nhật Duật.
Cái cầu Trương Dương ấy.
Vâng, là bán buổi tối.
Đấy bán đến tận 10 giờ tối.
You can smell the very typical bún mọc smell. It's a very clean broth. It has a bit of sour smell as well because of the bamboo shoot. So here you will see there is some pork ribs, some pork balls. There's intestines as well. What you do with this fried dough is that you will dip it inside the broth and eat it like that. Very crunchy.
It's also very happening around this area.
Very happening when motorbikes keep running around. It's a vibe. If you want to experience what the local really is, this is one of it. So what people know is all about, you know, like phở bò, phở gà, bún chả, bánh mì. But I personally think that this dish is a very underrated dish. It's so tasty. You don't get sick by eating it a lot, so you can have this like every week or every few other days. There are a lot of office workers who come here for lunch. So we can see people just come in, have a bowl of noodle soup, get it done within 10-15 minutes and leave. Right, within 20 minutes next to our table, I think they're already like, this is the third group. It's 50,000 each bowl. The dough is 10,000. So in total, 110,000. Vietnam is gifted with a long coastline. That's why we have an abundant source of seafood and fish. Fish noodle is one of our most popular dishes along the country. You have the northern version of fish noodle as well as the central and the south versions. So today, we'll try the northern version of bún cá.
Without him, the shop cannot run.
Here we have a bún cá, meaning fish noodle with some fish cake. There's some vegetables, some herbs inside as well. Lots and lots of greens. And a plate of vegetable. And for me, I have the seafood noodle. So besides the fried fish, I also have shrimp. I believe this is crayfish. The broth is slow cooked with fish powder. That is a really long time. Oh, wow. It's sour. Didn't expect it to be sour.
I thought it would be salty. No, it's more like sweet and sour.
There's some dill as well.
Oh, the cháo is very good.
Wow, it's very refreshing. I want to try the cháo.
It's one of the most different cháo I've had in Vietnam so far.
You know why? Because there's dill in the fish cake.
The addition of dill into the soup is a very welcome addition. It gives it a very exotic taste to it. So fish, dill, and a lot of pepper as well.
Oh, it's spicy. Yeah.
Oh, the fish is so good. The fish should have that very deep fry, easy taste.
I thought the fish would be soggy because it's soaked in the broth, but it's still somehow quite crunchy.
Somehow quite crunchy, yes. I think this dish is very, very good. First you have the fish, it's fried easily, and then that's contrasted by the sour and sweet soup, which has that bit of the herbal taste from your dill, from your celery, coriander.
You can tell that the fish is very fresh because it doesn't have any fishy taste at all. For 40K, you have so much fish, fish cake, seafood. Highly recommend. Please come and try this. The next dish that we'll bring you today is a Vietnamese rice pork dumpling called Bánh. This is one of my personal favorites. Okay, we need to wait for the next wave of car to finish. Wow, he just went off. Eh? Cho em một bánh giò đầy đủ chưa? Ăn ở đây, em ngồi trong đấy nha. Rồi, cảm ơn. You can see the outside layer is made from rice flour. The filling is minced pork, wood ear mushroom, and I think sometimes they will put pearl egg as well. And then the topping we have some pate, some ham, 3 different kinds of ham, and cucumber. So how they make this is they will wrap the dumpling with the banana leaf and then steam it. That's why it's very aromatic, and you can see the whole dumpling is infused in the banana leaf. It smells really, really delicious. Let's give it a try. It's a mixture of very different flavors and texture because the dumpling itself is very soft and tender. The ham is a bit chewy, and the pickled cucumber is sour and crunchy. So everything very well balanced together. So we tried the dumpling by itself. So the next thing we're gonna do is to add the chili sauce and the soya sauce. So this is what the local actually do. Like I just observed them from the one beside us. It looks like a chili sauce that they made themselves. It's spicy.
It doesn't look very spicy though.
It is spicy.
Going in for vanilla. Wow. It's very spicy. So on one side you have the very mellow, deep taste of the rice flour and the meat. And then when you add in this pickled cucumber, it suddenly becomes very bright. So there's a lot of flavor and a lot of texture going on inside there when it enters the mouth.
Because they already cut open the dumpling, so that's why you can't actually see the shape of it. It's actually in a pyramid shape, but the one that we have in Ho Chi Minh City, it's a lot smaller. It's like half of the size. Same thing, it's just half the size. And usually in the south, they don't put on like all these toppings. It's just the dumpling by itself that they sell in the roadside stores or in convenience stores that you can have as a breakfast or as a snack.
It's a very good meal for 40K.
Yeah.
If I had this from breakfast, I think I'd be full the whole morning. Even though it's a breakfast, but people can eat it any time of the day.
This is a cheap street food dish, and even though it's just a very humble, modest dish, but it's a very savory and delicious snack that we look forward to every day. So I hope you'll try when you come and visit Hanoi, and you will like it too. It's dinner time. For dinner today, we are having Ngan, cháy. Basically, it's a goose dish that I myself have not had before, but all of my friends who are from Hanoi and have been to Hanoi recommended me to try this. It's a very popular dish among the Hanoi people, so I'm very excited to try this today. We ordered a combo set which has fried goose, boiled goose, a bowl of bamboo shoot soup with a plate of noodle. We also have something that looks like kimchi, but it is actually bamboo shoot. And for this whole set, it costs us 300,000, very affordable. And I think the portion is more than enough for the two of us. Getting some chili sauce. Wow.
Very good.
Oh, very good. It looks like any dish, right? But you bite into it, there's so much flavor. Umami. This is what we call umami.
Wow. So I also heard that this day, because the duck is so good, they actually use this duck to do some steak. Is it also sour?
It's sour. It's a typical bamboo shoot soup.
If you don't like bamboo shoot at all, you won't like this soup at all because the whole bamboo shoot's taste is super concentrated in this bowl also. But if you love bamboo shoot, you are going to love this soup as well.
I think the soup is a very nice addition because after you eat the goose, then you drink the soup as a palate cleanser. Now I'm gonna try the boiled one. I want to show you. See how thin the skin is and so much meat and there's no fat. I want to be like this goose. Like the fat percentage is so low. All it has is lean meat.
So muscular. I wonder what the duck looks like in real life.
A lot simpler in terms of taste.
This and this, same duck, so different flavor profile. Firstly, it's not gamey, even though the meat is a lot less fatty, but you don't feel like it's super lean and super dry like chicken breast. And then you dip into this, you have that contrasting flavor profile again, very good.
Let's assemble a bowl of bún. When you're in Vietnam, it's an honor to receive this basket of vegetable everywhere you go. Do not neglect this, okay? They add so much flavor into your bowl of bún. We've been to Hanoi a few times. How did we not have this before?
Definitely a must try here when you're here in Vietnam.
It has to be the highlight of the day.
In the meantime, let us finish up this before we bring you to another spot.
The last dish of the day, we have Cháo, sườn, meaning pork rib porridge. The special thing about this porridge is that it's very creamy. It looks more like paste rather than the typical porridge that you know. So I believe they grind the rice grain before they cook it. That's why they can achieve this texture. So with this bowl of cháo, we also have some pork floss, pork ribs, and some of the fried dough. It really is like a rice paste than a porridge.
This has a kind of sweetness from the pork bone, I think.
I mean, porridge, we all know porridge, but this is a slightly different kind of porridge.
Oh, very different. Even the Cantonese style, it's a bit more mushy, but it's not like a paste like this. This is almost like a sesame paste, except it's rice and not
I don't know how
sesame.
they do this. So you can find this place right opposite Chợ Dong Xuân Market. It's very obvious by the roadside. If you walk by the area, you will see it. The good thing about this place is that they're open until 3 a.m. So after you have your dinner, you have your drinks and coffee, you can come here again for supper. Yeah.
Wow, the pepper is totally different.
Change the game. It becomes so exciting. We also ordered some pork skewers. This thing is so popular, we have to queue for it.
Wow, it's huge.
Yeah, for 15K, we have so much meat. Wow.
Yakitori. This is a mega yakitori.
Wow. It's not coffee.
I think there's a sort of ripe flavor in there, maybe ginger or something. So it's not the kind of the mellow flavor that you get from the satay in Singapore. Great food. These are all options that I think I will come back and have them again if I was staying here.
That is it for our one day of eating like a true local Vietnamese in Hanoi.
Well, the food I had today, all 5 of them, is like I have been to Hanoi quite a few times. I think we decided let's do local. So turns out we didn't really have pho, we don't have bánh mì, but we did manage to try out all 5 dishes that are new to me. Very interesting local experience.
So your next time visiting Hanoi, do make sure that you try one of these or all of these dishes that we have introduced to you today. And thank you for joining us today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and follow us for more.